My light bulb moment is, so there's research collected from over 1,500 regrets from around the world. And this is actually from a book that I haven't read yet, but I'm very interested in reading at this point because it's by Daniel Pink. And I love everything that Daniel Pink does. So he has a book called The Power of Regret now. And doing a bunch of research and personal experience and whatever, the experience left Daniel Pink with a new 3-word rule for reducing his own regrets. And he said, now my own mode as a human being is that if I'm at a juncture where I'm saying, should I reach out or not? I know the answer, and the 3 words are always reach out. I think that's a really great lesson as we're still sort of creating closure to 2022 and moving into 2023. I have tried, not always with full success, to follow a similar rule, maybe not as profound and not as research-backed, but when in doubt, communicate. So anyway, hopefully all of you had a great holiday season. You had a joyous holiday season. And if you're in the upper Midwest, I know you got a lot of snow and are continuing to get a lot of snow as we have another blizzard in the Twin Cities. So one of the topics I want to get to this morning is, and usually I do this every year at around this time, because in working with salon owners and managers and as an advisor, coach, et cetera, which I really don't do anymore, but back in the day, if you will, when confronted with, I don't know what to say, we know it's after the holidays, we're on a new year, we have a summit, we have a celebration, we have something like that, but how do you really create that transition into the new year with your team? So we had a State of the Union last night, and this is really members of the Qnity team, whether they're actual parts of the Qnity team or just key contractors that are part of our universe and we consider to be part of the team. And Michelle Schuster, our COO, she did a great job of really getting this organized. And I'll go through the approach that we took. All right, so there's 2 different approaches that really can lead for a great transition into the new year with your team, whether it's in a salon meeting, spa meeting, a summit, whatever. And option number 1 is to follow the 3 C's. And I'll get into that a little bit more in a moment here. This is for those of you that are familiar with or practitioners of components of the Qnity system. We have this focusing process called the 3 C's. And I've been using it for probably 10 years in a variety of circumstances. That was the format that we used last night. We got closure to 2022, our successes, what we accomplished, lessons. Then we created clarity on what is coming up for the new year. People love clarity. They love to know what's going on. So that was that section. And then the final section is confidence. So how, so we have this clarity around what we're going to do, but how are we going to do it, And that's where the confidence segment comes in. And we took turns. The closure part was awesome. Every member of the team got to speak. They went through their gratitudes and accomplishments from the last year. We were twice over budget in the time in team sharing, which was wonderful, actually. So the closure part was an awesome way to kick off the meeting, to have everybody to go through their gratitudes and accomplishments. And then we went through, State of the Union in terms of as a company. And I'm going to go to that one for a moment. Okay. So when we look back at 2022, I'm not going to give you the full State of the Union of Qnity, but many of you are part of our ecosystem, your clients, your friends, your collaborators, your co-board members, whatever. But it was an awesome year for us at Qnity, and I'm so proud of the team, and I'm so proud of the work that we've done with so many of you. And I'm going to kind of just go through, and I'm going to do this so you can maybe start thinking about how you position with your team, getting closure on last year. I mean, what do you celebrate? What metrics, et cetera? So for us, we're a learning and development company. And so the fill was a big one. We had 202 participants. We donated over $50,000 to Beauty Changes Lives. We had new workshops. We introduced new tools. So that was a really big thing, the fill. We also created the Money Pro course, which is financial wellness for as a benefit for members of your team. Oh, by the way, we did a compensation study, which was not on the plan. Over 1,800 hours of working one-on-one with clients. We launched Money SBO and redid it. So over the last 3 years, we've now completed 3 robust financial management curriculums for students, for professionals, and owners and managers. Great strategic partnerships with many of you. We deepened them. We also elevated things from a tech standpoint, a lot of new technology solutions. We continued to serve on boards and be part of committees. We had great growth at Qnity. And then Qnity for Schools, in our first full year, we're up to 120 campuses and 1,198 seats. And I don't know, that was a heck of a year. I'm very proud of it, and I'm very proud of the work that we do together. There's a lot of unexpected from last year too, in terms of just pivoting because it was the right thing to do. So anyway, I am going to, so that's option 1 is the 3 C's. I'm going to get into that just a little bit more in a moment. The other option, in terms of doing a State of the Union, having a summit, salon meeting, whatever, is how to frame your communication. The option 2 is we didn't use that format this year. We have in the past, but this is something that's always been a go-to for me. It's making sure that you communicate to your team at least once a year, January for sure. We call that season 1. It's just to answer 4 questions that everybody wants to and needs to know. That is, where are we? This is more or less a State of the Union. This is really, where we're at as a company, how we're doing, et cetera. Where are we going over the next year? What's the direction? What's the plan? And then how will we get there? That is the operating plan. That's your 8 seasons calendar. Those are the things that you're going to be due with dates, timelines, et cetera. Going out at least 2 to 4 seasons. And then finally, the question that everybody has is, what does this mean to each of you? What's in it for you? What's expected of me? Whatever. So anyway, State of the Union, this is one of the main things I wanted to cover with you today. As far as the 3 C's go, it's a focusing system, works great not only for the start a new year and end the previous year, but it's great also for coaching, et cetera. And we've got some tools around that many of you might have if you've been to some of our programs. Now, one other thing here, this is also a great time of year. I know a lot of our clients have used life maps, which is an activity for the team, perfect time of year, where you take time anywhere between 45 minutes to an hour and a half, and you take them through creating their own life map. And what this is, it's a tool to really look ahead, and it's a vision board on steroids that uses text and visuals. It's a full kit. There's a kit for each person. So it's kind of a turnkey thing to bring into your meeting. You have to have somebody that's certified to facilitate it, but that's not hard to do. But anyway, this is a really great activity if you want to get team engagement and have people create a little bit more clarity around what they're looking for in the future.